Live from Afro Studios in the heart of Orlando, Florida, it's The Lowdown, starring James Young. Tonight, James welcomes recording artist Beth. Hey, I'm Tight Mike Randolph. Please help me welcome your host, James Young. Come on!
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you! Thank you! Yes! You're gonna make me cry. You're gonna make me cry. Thank you. Thank you. That was wonderful. That felt good, by the way. As always, thank you for that wonderful, colorful intro, Mr. Tight Mike.
Absolutely, my man.
Oh, we got some good energy out here today, man.
Yeah.
Yes! I'll take what they're having. All right. You know what, brother? I'll be right back.
Hey, man, let's do it.
All right. Thank you for being here in the audience with us today. You guys are great. Yes. And thank you for joining us at home. This, in fact, is The Lowdown. I'm your host, Mr. James Young. Now, we got an amazing show because we have the songstress herself from the show The Voice. We have Beth in the house with us today. Yeah. I'll tell you, Mike, you ready to get the people what they want?
Absolutely, let's do it.
All right, man, let's give them the lowdown, if you will. Now, first up, in the shape of you news, the Wall Street Journal says that more and more men are starting to use shapewear to tuck in their beer belly so they look more slim. Mike, did you know that?
No, brother. Would you wear one of those?
Bro, let me tell you something. I was today years old when I realized that men are out here wearing Spanx.
You wouldn't wear Spanx?
No, it's not that I won't, it's just that I can't. See, my body has a mind of its own, Mike. That's why I can never wear Spanx. I need something stronger, like whoopings. Okay?
Wow. Jeez.
Now, last night's Oscar Awards did not have all the drama of last year, but did have some memorable moments, though. Unfortunately, Angela Bassett did not win, but Rihanna sang Lift Me Up, which also did not win. But Ruth Carter did win Best Costume Design for her amazing work in Black Panther, though. That's nice, yeah. But the real winner is musical artist Tim's, who wore a white dress that blocked the view of several people behind her. I love it. Nothing to see here. Wakanda forever. Now, in food news, a man is suing Buffalo Wild Wings for false advertising. He's upset that the boneless wings are not actual wings, but breast meat. Wow. Mike, I'd like to share something with that man who is suing if I could.
What's that, James?
I'm fat and out of shape.
What does that have to do with anything?
Nothing. I just wanted to also share something that's f***ing obvious. That's what. He ain't know. In other news, water is wet. Now, here in Orlando, we are excited about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's new XFL football league. It gives Central Florida some professional football other than our Arena League team. Now, it's still early, but we haven't won a game yet. Now, I don't know if I can take another losing team in our city, Mike. I don't know. Yeah. Right now, there are only 2 winning teams in Orlando. Our soccer team and the third shift waitress at Denny's. You know, the other real heroes. They are.
Yeah, third shift.
Prince Slam. Yeah, that's me.
Yes.
Now, in sports news, NBA superstar John Morant is in some hot water after a video surfaced of him outside a strip club flashing a gun he had tucked in his waist. Now, he has been suspended from the NBA and is now under investigation by authorities. Now, the fact he had a gun at a strip club does answer a question that every man has been asked at least once in their life, Mike.
And what's that, James?
Is that a gun in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? I couldn't help myself. We've all been there. All right. And finally, in political news that will make you snooze, Donald Trump is actually leading Ron DeSantis among Republican primary voters across the country. Yikes. That's just scary on all levels. Now, I'm not here to tell you guys who to vote for, and clearly this is going to get interesting. You guys have a tough choice to make. You can choose the guy that will divide America, or stick with me here, the guy that already divided America. Which one you want? Good luck. All right, y'all. We have a great show, like I said earlier. We have recording artist Beth in the house. Check out a sampling of what this girl can do.
You got me saying no. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You made me say, ooh, baby.
everybody. You are still tuned into The Lowdown. Now, my next guest has a long family history of music, and you've probably seen her on The Voice. I want y'all to give it up for recording artist Beth in the building today. Yes! What's up, Beth?
Well, hello, hello, hello. Thank you for having me on your show. Thank you.
Stop it. Thank you for being with us. I'm excited to have you on today. So many things I want to know because you have a very interesting story, ma'am.
Thank you.
Now, I mentioned in your intro that you have a family history of music. We got to mention the fact who your father is, ma'am. Johnny Griffith. Funk brother, if you will. We're going to clap for that. That's Motown.
Thank you. Yes.
Motor City.
Yes, yes, yes.
Tell me a little bit about what it feels like to come from that kind of lineage as it has to do with music.
Well, first of all, I'm so honored that my father did what he did to contribute to American music, to Black music. You know, people are always saying, is R&B dead? R&B will never die because Motown will never die. And that was the foundation of R&B music for people, for our people. So
That's
the
right.
legacy that my father left to me, I'm so honored. I'm honored that I am continuing to sing today and to keep his name alive and to honor what he contributed. And I'm hoping that what I put out and what I release is added to American music and history as well.
And you definitely are. I will tell you, you are very talented, ma'am. And
Thank
R&B
you.
can't
Thank
die,
you.
by the way. I'm just gonna dismiss that myth right now. If R&B died,
It'll never
how's
die.
Black folks gonna clean their house on Saturday without a soundtrack?
Listen. How are we supposed to clean the house without the R&B? You know what I'm saying?
Come
So
on.
yeah.
I definitely love everything that you do. You have a beautiful voice. You are very talented. So we
Thank
are so
you.
happy.
Thank
No, you're
you.
welcome that you're here with us today. Now, you were on a small little show, called The Voice, if you will. Yeah, a little show.
Yes. Yes, I was on NBC The Voice season 16 in 2019, and I can't believe time has gone by as quickly as it has. That was one of the most amazing things I've ever done in my life. It changed the trajectory of my career. I had already
Absolutely.
put out a solo album, and the album was doing okay. You know, I'm an independent artist, and I own my own record label. I put music out myself. So for me to be scouted, for them to find me go to that show, and for me to be coached by Kelly Clarkson and John Legend, that was
Wow.
incredible for
Two
me.
big
I wasn't on the
names.
show as long. Two major big names, and one of them is an EGOT winner. So, you know, I took away from that show so many things. First of all, if God can do it for John Legend, he can do it for me. That's
Amen.
first thing. He put me in the room with amazing talent and amazing
Mm.
people. You know, it allowed me to see how Hollywood works, the light camera, the action, the long hours, the work
Oh,
days, the
yes.
dedication, all of that. I brought back home to Detroit with me, and I apply it in my work that I do now, in terms of me recording, in terms of me being on set filming videos, in terms of me touring. I apply all of everything that I learned from this show. I'm grateful, and can't nobody take that away from me.
No, they can't. You did that. Yes, you did. You did that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, real quick, I'm going to turn it over to my man, Tight Mike, but I have a quick question to ask you this. I ask every singer that comes
Uh-huh.
on this show, what
Uh-huh.
got you singing? What started it all?
You know, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I wasn't in a house where there was music. Believe it or not, my father was
Oh,
a musician. My father was a
mm-hmm.
funk brother, but because he did it as his job, I heard him playing the piano. Those that play the piano know the chromatic scale. He would get up and play the chromatic scale. I really didn't know what my father did in terms of working at Motown and all of the hits that he played on, because they didn't really, my
Wow.
parents didn't instill music in me. They wanted me to get an education.
Understood.
So, yeah, so inspiring, it was just natural for me to sing. It was just something I wanted to do and I felt like I needed to do. And my parents said that they could tell that I was a entertainment person as a baby, that I was always showing out, dancing and singing and everything. So it was just something natural for me to do.
Gotcha. So you came out the womb. Woo! Yeah. When,
No, I really didn't. I didn't come out like that. I came out loving music, getting in the choir, and
okay.
then my teacher telling me I could sing. My parents didn't tell me I could sing. My teacher at school told me I could sing and gave me my first solo. I had no idea I could even sing. I just liked music.
There you go. Look how wild that is. That's amazing.
Yeah, for real.
Now, my co-host Tight Mike definitely wants to ask you a question. Tight Mike, go ahead.
Hey, Beth,
Okay.
congratulations on all your
Good
success,
morning.
sister. Good morning to you.
Thank you.
As your career continues to ascend, currently you're on tour now with Lettucey and Music Soul Child on the Soul to Soul tour. Where do you see yourself in another 5 years musically?
Ooh, in another 5 years. I see myself continuing to tour. I'm one of these people that loves to be on the road. I love to tour. I see myself co-headlining tours, national and international tours. I see myself in movies. I see my music on soundtracks. I hear already my music on the radio.
Yes, you
Um,
do.
everything that I could possibly do, and I don't want to limit it to those things that I'm saying because it could be way more in store for me that I have no idea that I'm going to do. So I don't want to limit it. But those are the things that I see. And to add to that, whatever God in the universe has for me, I'm here for it.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
Amen. Talk about it. Yeah, all right.
Thank you.
Now, Beth, you know what I find so inspiring about you that you shared something a little
Wow.
personal with us. And I want to bring it up because
Uh-huh.
people watching this can definitely relate to it. People who want to do what you do.
Okay.
You told me that you
Hmm.
suffered in the beginning from a huge amount of stage fright,
Yes.
which I'm
Extreme
shocked.
stage fright. So, and it's really weird the whole thing of me having stage fright, being an artist, and then
Hmm.
I'm a Leo, right? So Leos are
Oh,
naturally vivacious.
yes,
You
they
see
are.
all this drama with this shirt I got on, right? This is Leo all day, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Can't help it. I'm looking for the most glitter, colors, sparkle, feathers, everything. I want all that, right? And
Yes.
those are things that I loved and liked. But when it came to my self confidence and self assurance, it was zero, goose egg, nothing, right?
What?
And no, seriously, but I loved music. And I think the first singer that I saw that looked like me, that made me feel it was okay to be tall, skinny, big eyes, and a black girl was Whitney Houston because seeing her on the cover of
Mm.
that album with that
Mm-hmm.
swimming suit on. And that was a singer that looked like me. And I was already kind of singing a little bit, but still with the bad um, anxiety attacks and things like that. And my desire to sing, my desire to birth what was in me was so much stronger than the anxiety, even though it was extreme. I have to say extreme. It was extreme to the point where, and this is a joke now, it wasn't funny at the time. No, I'll tell you
Okay.
that. I was singing at my friend's wedding and I literally fainted, passed out, shut the wedding down because I'm on the floor. They calling EMS thinking I done died,
Oh, Lord
fainted,
have
right?
mercy.
Um, but it was my anxiety, and those people who have anxiety or panic attacks, it starts with you feeling heat and it just rises, and the next thing you know, you black out and you pass out, and that's what happened to me. And I got to the point where I felt like I was not going to allow the anxiety to win. My desire to
There
sing
you
was
go.
greater. So I had to figure out how to outsmart the devil,
There
outsmart
you go.
myself, because it's a mental thing. And so that's what started my journey being a background singer to start. Because I figured if I can at least get on the stage, get under the lights, still put on the glitter, the sparkle, and the big lashes and everything, I can still be on the stage and I can work through it. And that's exactly what has happened with me being a background singer. It has allowed me to gradually work my way to the front of the stage. So I am a real life, like 20 feet from stardom person that started in the back and literally working my way up to the front just to
Started
deal with
from
the
the back, now you
anxiety and the
here?
mental. Listen, listen,
Bruh.
I'm
Now
telling you
don't
that
go anywhere,
thing.
people. We get back. We're going to continue our wonderful conversation with recording artist Beth when we get back right here on the Lowdown. Yes. All right. Welcome back, everybody. We are still right here having a conversation with recording artist Beth, who's absolutely killing it today. Thank you, Beth.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, you were just explaining to everybody here how you overcame stage fright. You didn't let it
Hmm.
detract you. You didn't let it stop you. You said you ain't gonna let the devil
Hmm.
win. So you kept going, and
Right.
look at you now. You did it. You definitely did it. Now, you were mentioning
I'm
someone,
doing it. I'm
you
doing it because I
doing it.
still work
Yes.
through it.
Yes,
Right.
right.
Yes.
Well, you
Yes.
mentioned Whitney Houston, which I find interesting because you actually were associated with Whitney Houston in kind of a roundabout way, correct?
Yes. She filmed Sparkle, and I got cast as her stand in and body double for that movie. That was a dream.
Come on.
When I tell you, when I even applied to be an extra in the movie, I had no idea that that Whitney was even in the movie. Let me start with that.
Uh-huh.
I knew they were doing a remake of Sparkle, but I didn't know that she was the lead in the movie, her and Jordan Sparks. And so when I just filled out the paperwork, like, put down my measurements and things about me, they looked at it and they cast me as her stand-in and body double. And Whitney Houston and I share the same birthday, which is August the 9th.
What?
So that was so amazing because on set, she and I got a chance to talk to her. She thought I was really joking with her. When you're an extra on set, you're told, you don't talk to the principals. But I was
I've
like,
heard
they're going to
that.
have to throw me out because I got to talk to Whitney. Like,
Yeah, we
and I
can't just be
waited to the
around
end.
Whitney and we ain't gonna say nothing.
You around Whitney and she's walking around on set and she's singing and looking amazing. And I was like, I'm going to buy my time, but I'm like, I'm going to have to say something to her. I'm going to wait till like the second, third to the last day. They filmed everything and they throw me out then. I was like, but I'm going to have to say something. And one day we were in craft services and I went over to her and I said, excuse me, Miss Houston, I said, I'm your stand-in and body double. My name is Beth. And she said, yeah, I know. I see you every day. Because if you don't know, a stand-in will come in and act out the scene with
Mm-hmm.
the sides so that the directors and the camera people and lighting can adjust everything. So I would be on set
Absolutely.
doing everything and Whitney would be standing in the doorway watching what I'm doing because she would have to come in and duplicate. I would work out the kinks before she would come in so she could just roll through the scene.
Okay.
So that's basically what a stand-in is. And then there are some body double scenes where they filmed from the back that it looks like Whitney, but some of them are me. So,
Okay.
I just went over to her. I just wanted to introduce myself and tell her that it was an honor and a pleasure to meet her and that we had the same birthday. And she said, you lying. And I said, no, my birthday is August the 9th. And so we, I got a chance to hug her. I got an amazing
Ah,
picture with her that I post on my social media maybe once or twice a year.
God
And
bless.
also, so I was able to connect with her assistant, who I love, Ulysses, and he and I still talk to this day. And his birthday, her assistant's birthday is August the 9th as well. So it
Stop
was
it.
three of us,
Come on.
same birthday. Yes. And so every year on August the 9th, at midnight, or on August, right, when it turns August the 9th, on midnight, Ulysses and I talk, and we talk about
Mm.
Whitney, and up into, every year we talk, and I just ask her about where she was, or ask him about where Whitney was at whatever age I'm turning. I said, what was Whitney doing at that time? How was she? Where was she? What obstacles did she face in her life? Because he tells me I'm a lot like her. So I'm like, well, what was she
Ah,
doing? And all those kind of things. So that is a treasure and a gift from heaven above for
that
me
is
that I cherish.
that is amazing.
And
I'm
I
so
don't
happy
tell a
for
lot
you.
of people that. I don't tell a lot of people that because it sounds like I'm crazy when I tell y'all that, but it's the truth.
Ma'am, I grew up
So,
with a black mama. I would never call a black woman crazy.
well, but yeah, but y'all don't call us crazy, but y'all sure do think it. But I know, that sounds far fetched, but yeah, that's my birthday gift every year, and is
That's
to talk
awesome.
to Ulysses and to talk about Whitney. So yeah, that was
So,
amazing in my life.
so now I know on August 9th, I'm gonna hit you up and I'm gonna tell you happy birthday.
Yes, but
Absolutely.
you have to wait till I get off the phone with Ulysses,
That's right. That's right. Now
because
before
when
we
we
go,
talking, yeah.
that's right. Now before we go, we definitely got to talk about your own music career and about your album that you have out right now. Correct?
Yes, I released an album September 30th, 2022. This was my second album. It's called
Mm-hmm.
Get to Know Me. We are so excited about that, released on my label, Anise Records. And this album debuted at #1 on Amazon Hot New Releases. And
Come
we are so
on.
excited because, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because as an independent artist, I have only my platforms of social media.
That's right.
I
That's
don't
right.
have the big machine. So it was a matter of my management, my team. We getting together, we spreading the word. I'm telling people share, share, share.
Mm.
And we did campaigns and everything to boost the promotion of this album. We led with a single called Let Me Be. And we're just so excited and honored that, this little black girl did something that I never thought that I would do.
I love it. And before we go, I want you to definitely tell everybody you're on tour right now. People can catch you all over
Yes,
this great country. How can they get in touch with you?
yes.
Can you share your social media with us so they can definitely come support you on tour? Because I'm coming. I'm coming to that concert.
Yes, yes, absolutely. You can follow me at Beth Always Sings on Instagram and Twitter. My website is bethalwayssings.com. And I'm on the Soul to Soul tour right now with Kim Lettucey, Music Soul Child. And as soon as that tour is over on Mother's Day, I will be opening the show for the two iconic divas, Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle. So I will get off a tour and go right on the show with them and open up. And I'm so excited about that. So I've got a busy summer. There's some other dates, but they're a little bit farther out. But that's what I have up until May. So it's the Soul to Soul tour ends May 13th, May 14th. I will be at the Fox Theater in Detroit with Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight. So look up Beth. Beth always sings.
Beth, can I just tell you, thank you so much, and do not stop what you're doing. We are so very proud of you, and now you got a home at the Lowdown. We ain't strangers now. So hit me up with some tickets. We appreciate you so much, Beth. God bless you. On behalf of myself, Mr. James Young, my wonderful guest recording artist, Beth, and as always, Tight Mike Randolph. Thank y'all for tuning in. We love you tonight. Yes. Thank y'all. Yes. Yes. Oh, what? Oh, me?
Yes. All for you. All for you.
Oh, thank y'all so much. Yeah. Mike, they love us.
They are prepaid.
All right, nice.
There you go. Yeah.
I will pay you back.
Sure.
Never. But
all
thank
right.
you.